So today we talk about the SteelSeries Apex Pro yet again. My final impressions. It's been almost over a year. I've bought this keyboard twice. Why the heck did I buy it twice, right? Is it worth it? Is it still standing up to the hype? Does it need a refresh? What do they need to do new here, right? But all in all, is it still worth it? Is it still worth the hype? But before we get into that, a word from our sponsor that has been refreshed and upgraded. Corsair and the Virtuoso XT. The Corsair Virtuoso XTs have been refreshed from their previous year's models with thicker ear cushions, thicker headband for that comfort right there, very cozy on the head. Also packing 50mm drivers with an expanded frequency range so you have punchy highs and crispy lows. Now this headset can also be used wireless, Bluetooth, and 3.5 with controls right on the headset for your wireless as far as controlling your game volume, and then you can also control your Bluetooth with its own standalone controls right on the headset. Also packing a crystal clear broadcast grade microphone, and by the way, this entire plug right here has been recorded with a microphone from the XTs. Take a look at the Corsair Virtuoso XTs in the link in the description down below. So, is the Apex Pro worth it? Is it worth that $180? Is it worth it compared to all the competition out there, or what a lot of people will say in the comments, or the reply you get back a lot of times? Dude, just go buy a custom for $180. Let me tell you what, you all know me here, right? I enjoy customs, but it's not something I really enjoy. You know what I mean? I want to go to the store, go on Amazon, get my keyboard, bring it home, and start gaming. I don't want to lube stinking switches. I don't want to put foam in it. I don't want to have to do this, that, and the other. I want to take it out, plug it in, and start playing. And that's what you really get with an out-of-the-box keyboard, which is why I love out-of-the-box keyboards. Kind of spoiler here, this is why I love the Apex Pro. It packs a punch. The features on this guy is just awesome. But again, right out the box, the build of this thing, let me tell you what, honestly, it feels a little lighter than I would prefer. Right? I would like there to be a little heft in here. I don't know, does a heavy product make a better product? But again, on your desk, it's not budging, it's not moving or anything like that. Out of the box, the one thing I can say is the downfall are the keycaps that come on the Apex Pro. As you see right here, I have the new SteelSeries Prism, the black ones. I got the black ones on here, which we're going to take a look at the RGB as well, because in my review of the keycaps, go check it out if you haven't, I used the white ones. People were like, yo, why didn't you test the black ones? I'm like, yo, I have no idea why I didn't test the black ones. So here we go, right? But anyways, if you want to see the white ones in action, go check out the review of those keycaps. Anyways, these keycaps are some of the best putting keycaps, and as far as on the Apex Pro, it really pulls it around right there. The other thing out of the box that you might be thinking, some people might be saying, is the attached cable right here. It's a thick guy, right? That's because you actually have the USB pass-through here. I know everyone's all up on this hyped up trend of coiled little curly pigtailed cables. I don't understand it. It's like, let's go buy a tiny 60% keyboard and put this gigantic cable on our desk that's half the size of our keyboard. What's the point then? You're like, I want to save space, but let me put something more on my desk. I don't get it. An attached cable doesn't bother me. I'll take the USB pass-through all day long over some fluffy, shiny, colorful little coiled cable. Anyways, enough of my rant right there. The attached cable is perfectly fine, and again, you have the pass-through. And once you plug the Apex Pro up, especially with these new Prism keycaps, wow. Just look at this thing. I got two big old lights up there, two big old lights over here, this big old light over here, these lights shining over there, all of my gloriousness shining on top of it, and it's still looking this bright. My goodness, the RGB on this thing is stinking crisp. But even better than that, the little control dial right over here. As you see, we got our dial in our screen. Press, hold it down right here, and you have all of your options. Illumination, macros, actuation, which we're going to get into right there. Your profiles and your settings right on the board. But talking about the illumination, as you see, you got presets here, and it just changes like that. You don't have to download the software if you don't want. You can, but again, you can even get in here in base and just get it on a full color if you want. Nice red, green, blue, all at a flick of a finger. I stinking love it, the simplicity of it, and again, it's right out of the flick of a finger. No software needed. But that's not all it does. Our little control box up here and everything. It's actually media controls. Your play, your pause, your skip, your volume wheel right there. Right? So I know a lot of people right now are like, man, I can adjust the volume. I'm going to hold down function and wait, which volume key is it again? Man, I can change my RGB. I'm going to hold down function and wait a second. Is it ZV? W or E? I forget how to change the RGB. Again, the simplicity and the customization on it. But even diving deeper, talking about that actuation right into here, when you hold it down, you can go right down here, actuation. We all know that Apex Pro is packing omni-point switches, which are just right down here on these 60%, which is pretty much where your primary gaming is. Over here, you got basic red switches. But as you see, you got your actuation. You can adjust it all the way up to 10, and then pull it all the way down to 1. And it shows you right there your actuation. Now, some of yous might not really need that. The Apex Pro is like big in Fortnite, right? Because it's fast, super fast. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like 0.4 or 0.7. Absolute fast switch out there, right? Some people might make the argument for opticals. I covered that before as well. The Apex Pro is snappy, right? That basic actuation right there. So the cool thing about that again is say you're playing Fortnite, whatever, Call of Duty, a fast-paced game, right? Set your actuation or set a profile, and you have it. But yes, you will get some typos if you try to type at an actuation of me even 3. 3 is pretty manageable, right? But if you're down to 1, 2 or something like that, you just boop, barely touch the key, yeah, it's going to actuate. So it's really cool to have that gaming profile, super fast switch, and then also that work or just basic browsing profile right there. That's super cool. There's other keyboards with this, the adjustable and everything, but I still believe that the Apex Pro is the fastest coming in that 0.4 right there. And let me tell you, the switches feel amazing. For an out-of-the-box switch, like, just listen to this. All right, so as we just heard with that sound test, or one of my better song tests right there, I gotta bring those back, right? Sound tests are just so, I don't know, to me, they're a snooze fest, right? They're just like, I gotta get a little jingle on here to make these a little bit funner, you know? But anyways, the sound of this keyboard, the keys, is so awesome, and it feels good. Now, yes, we all gotta agree, we can't disagree, the stabs are a little bit clanky. They are. I haven't even dabbed any lube on this guy or anything. They're a little clanky. We got to admit that. So hopefully, if they refresh it, they work on that somehow. So right there, short and sweet. I think we already summed it up, right? It has awesome features. It's built great. The stock keycaps are the one thing that I think are the biggest downfall on it, right? And I definitely recommend you, if you have an Apex Pro, if you're looking at picking one up, you pick up these SteelSeries Prism keycaps. They are awesome. They are solid and they are crisp. Again, I prefer the white ones, but heck, you got options, you know what I mean? So with these keycaps on it, I love it. It's been staying on my desk. Like I stated in the beginning, I purchased this keyboard. This is my second time purchasing it here. That's how much I like it. I got rid of it the first time because I got wrapped up in that whole custom keyboard thing and I need something that's not out of the box. Nah, this thing is a stinking gem. The Apex Pro is packing some features. It's awesome. And I still highly recommend it. But yes, I'm with some of yous. SteelSeries, if you're out there, let's get an upgrade. It's about time to get an upgrade. I know we're riding on the hype, kind of dying down a little bit here, but maybe an upgrade. Let's get a white version, maybe a high frame version, fix those stabs and everything. Maybe a 65%, maybe a 60%. I don't know. Let's do something. We got a lot of potential right here. I'd really love to see an upgrade and just kind of enhanced version right here. But all in all, the Apex Pro, I stinking love it. It's still awesome and I still use it to this day. Let me know if you do or if you're thinking about picking one up. Again, I'd still truly recommend it. So all in all, thank you so much for stopping by, watching this video. My last impressions on the SteelSeries Apex Pro right here. Hope I helped you out, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.